Hello, welcome. You chose this book for a reason, and that reason surely hurt. I don't know what you've gone through. I may not even know you. It doesn't matter. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry for the reason. Perhaps you, too, have lost someone close to you to death, or distance, or a cruel disease that eclipses memory and personality. You may be navigating the loss of a relationship, platonic or romantic. Maybe a job or project you loved is no longer available, or a cause that impassioned you changed course. Maybe you're dealing with a nebulous grief, a sorrow hard to pin down, perhaps related to a changing world that won't ever be as it was again. No matter your story, I assume you are grieving. Maybe, like me, you identify as a witch. Perhaps you don't personally identify as a witch, but someone you love does, and they are grieving. Maybe the whole notion of witchcraft is new to you, but in your own grief journey, you are looking at different ways to navigate your grief. No matter your story, you are welcome here. We'll return to what it might mean to be a witch in the first chapter. In the meantime, let's talk about loss and grief. Loss is, unfortunately, part of life, and grief is its inevitable companion. But whether your loss happened in a moment or after a slow decline, grief remains long after whatever we loved is gone. Grief is a product of loss. It is also a product of love. This wasn't a book I wanted to write. I experienced a loss, a kind that reshapes heart, vision, words, and worlds. It wasn't my first loss, and it certainly won't be my last, but it left me grappling for a resource that could help me, as a witch, process what I'd experienced. The bookstores offered plenty of resources written by kind Christians, reflective Buddhists, and thoughtful spiritual non-religious folks, but nothing by witches for witches. I craved a text that spoke to my own spiritual path. This was the book I wanted to read while I was navigating grief. Since I couldn't find that book, I wrote it. This book does not glorify any religion or spiritual path, nor is it an attempt to create a universal grieving system for witches. While I share my frustrations with witchcraft's spiritual shortcomings, it's not meant to devalue or debunk witchcraft. I do share how witchcraft has helped me through various incarnations of grief. But this book isn't a testament to the glories of witchcraft either. This book is meant to be a companion for witches on a journey of grief.